The Joe Rogan Experience.
Floyd Conor talk. There's a open bet already.
Floyd Mayweather applying for MMA license wants 6 to 8 months to train.
He's screwed.
You can make a bet on it if you want.
This is in my opinion, this is a 40% proposition, which means it's 40% likely that he might actually do this. The reason why he might do this is because I think they will give him an ungodly sum of money. I mean, an ungodly sum. And I think they should. I think that if the UFC can talk Floyd Mayweather into going into an MMA ring, first of all, they should give him everything they can get their greasy paws on to get him to fight Conor in an MMA fight. Just say, look, we can give you CM Punk. We'll give you CM Punk for half a billion. This is a lot of money, but you can go through that in 5 years. Instead, how about we give you Conor McGregor for a full billy?
And we'll give you 6 to 8 months to practice jiu-jitsu.
6 to 8 months to just figure out how you're going to get fucked up.
You'd be screwed.
He wouldn't just be screwed. That's unfair to for people that have been screwed. You would need a way more outrageous example. It's not just getting screwed. He would someone said it should be a 1,000 to 1. That's not high enough. It's not high enough. If Conor McGregor was going to fight Floyd Mayweather in MMA, it is as close to 100% as anything ever gets ever. Because if you think Floyd is all of a sudden going to become this fucking one-punch destroyer like John the Beast Mugabe in the 1980s or whatever the fuck that was, if you think that's going to happen out of nowhere, you're crazy. That's not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is he's probably going to punch Conor in the face a couple of times. It's probably going to suck, but Conor's going to get a hold of him, and then he's going to be like a baby. And if that doesn't happen, he'll kick Floyd's legs out from under him. He'll kick his legs sideways. He'll kick them from the outside. He'll kick them from the inside. He'll stay way the fuck away from any sort of a range where Floyd can punch him. It'll be a completely alien range for Floyd. And every time Floyd goes in, front kick to the stomach. Boom, front kick to the stomach. Boom, front kick to the stomach. How many of those can you take? Okay, boom, inside leg kick. Boom, outside leg kick. He's laughing at you now. Now he's talking shit, and you realize you got to get past those legs. You can try to close the distance. Boom, spinning back kick to the liver. Fuck. What are you going to do now? What are you going to do now? You're going to be picked apart until he decides to take you to the ground and cut your face open with elbows. How about that? How about he pins your right arm down with his left shin, gets on top of you, and just starts smashing the edge of the elbow into your eye sockets, into your nose, cuts across your forehead, slices you open like a fucking melon. You don't have a chance. No one has a chance that hasn't had a long history of grappling and getting kicked. It's like a regular boxer is especially the best ever like Floyd, is phenomenal at what he does. But if you put takedowns and kicks into that, it changes everything. Changes everything. He'd be fucked.
I wonder if he's done any training at all.
Well, I know that he's talked to Tyron Woodley. And Tyron Woodley was apparently willing to help him prepare. That would be very interesting because Woodley's had some issues with Conor. I don't think he's going to fight Conor, though. I think if he does choose to fight MMA, I really believe the correct move is he fights someone like CM Punk. Because with CM, you got a guy he's been training in MMA for a long time now. It's been a few years, not a long time, but a few years now. He had one MMA fight in the UFC, but was very overmatched. It really wasn't fair, for him. Didn't make any. That kid, I mean, it's just the difference between the two of them. You know, Mickey Gall is a real professional elite fighter. I mean, he can beat really good guys, and he's just not in that world. Like CM Punk's a 40-year-old guy who is a professional entertainer, who is basically a beginner.
Right.
But he knows enough where you would bet money on him. He knows enough where you're like, imagine if CM Punk, who is a big guy, he cuts down to 170. And compared to Floyd's fought it, I think he started his career, I want to say 130, 135. Well, go to Floyd Mayweather's beginning fights. But at the very least, he's definitely fought at 145 as a grown man. He's fought at 155. CM Punk's way bigger. He's just a way bigger guy. So if he could figure out a way to get the fight to the ground and like lock in something simple, like a guillotine, if he has a good guillotine, that's what I would say. If I was gonna work with a guy like that, I would say we're gonna concentrate on one fucking choke, and we're gonna get that thing down to like laser beam, perfect precision. So just if you just spent all your time doing like one Marcelo Garcia style choke, just figured out one good choke, one where you know that if you get that chin down, you tuck it in and slap it on, one choke, whatever it is, that you know how to close that fucker up 90% of the time on people that know how to defend. There's a lot of guys who have that. Like maybe they'd have a triangle, or maybe they have a head and arm choke's a good one. That's a good one to master. Some guys just finish most people with like that one choke. If he just had that and just got Floyd to the ground and just got his neck, it's super possible that he could win. Like it's possible that he could win. But it's also possible that Floyd can win. That's what makes that interesting. Because Floyd is still one of the best boxers of all time, if not the best. Still a fucking elite athlete. Still light speed in there. Like with his footwork and his movement, his head movement. He's so fast. He's going to be way faster than CM Punk. So if CM Punk can't get a hold of him, and every time he moves in, he gets his face lit up, pop, 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 with a dude who's fast as fuck with 6-ounce gloves. Now he's got 4-ounce gloves on, very little padding, and he's catching you right on the chin, pop, and you can't do shit about it. You're trying to close the distance, and he's stutter stepping and moving in front of you, and CM Punk is not like the best kicker in the world. I'll buy it.
But he'll have to fight Mayweather if he comes to MMA. That would just
no,
have to
no,
be...
no. You mean you'd have to fight
Conor.
Conor. No, he wouldn't.
You don't think so?
No, he'd get killed. He would literally get killed.
I know, but
he would get smashed.
If he ends up doing MMA, you know everyone wants to see that.
No, that's what everybody wants to see, for sure.
That or Ronda and him fight.
That would be a good fight. Yeah. I don't think he's going to do it. I don't think he's going to fight McGregor ever in MMA, but I think he might fight CM Punk. I believe that. I believe that could happen. I know that's not even like official talk, but I really believe that can happen. It sounds crazy, I know, but the whole thing sounds crazy. It sounds crazy to think that he could fight anybody in MMA, that he would be willing to do it. He must know something. Because he could just go into boxing. He must know that his time as a boxer is just done.
Hey, but who cares? You have enough money.